Hi everybody, welcome to your part 2 of your full moon reading, full moon in Libra. We have a full moon in Libra on April 19th, Good Friday. In the previous video, I kind of gave my own a message of how I felt this energy was coming across to everyone and how it related to all of us. In this part, I pulled cards asking the universe what exactly was the purpose of this moon. And I got 6 good cards. So the first I have the 6 of Swords, air energy. Next I have the 9 of Cups, water. I have the 6 of Pentacles, earth. I have the Knight of Pentacles, again earth. The Ace of Pentacles. And 10 of Cups. So looking at this, I see it as 6 different steps or phases. The first step being the 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords talks about mental healing. It talks about retreat, like kind of moving in your own space so that you can heal your emotions in your subconscious and clear out all that old toxic stuff, toxic thoughts that or perspectives you have on your life, and mostly about you and yourself, so that you can make way for new things to come in your life. And this may, in the card, she's on a boat and she's traveling across water, so this may require some of you to actually go on a vacation or trip near water to kind of get a clear idea or a clear mind of what you want in life. Or this could be that some of you just need to take a really nice bath or shower and be in water to kind of clear your head. But overall, it just talks about getting alone, getting in that quiet space so that you can hear spirit talk to you and see what you need. What is your individual purpose with this new moon and what you need to clear out. The next phase or next step is this 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is a beautiful card. It's like the wish card come true. I relate it to a lower scale star card, but it's basically joy. If you look at the card, the man is just absolutely happy. He's raising up one of his cups like to cheer everyone to a job well done. So I feel like that's a reward. I feel like once you get past this first step of the 6 of Swords, that mental healing, which is different for everyone, but for most it won't feel the most comfortable. It's not the most comfortable energy, because if you want to get a good mental cleansing and subconscious, you're going to have to go through a little pain, and sometimes it requires communicating. Especially with the Swords talks, it's air energy, which, as we all know, air signs, they rule communication. So the next card after the 9 of Cups, we have the 6 of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles is about giving. If you look at the card, it's a man. He has a scale in his hands. On each side, he has a pentacle, and 4 others are going down, giving people, some of his riches. So this tells me that many of you, a lot of us, will be seeing improvement in our finances. I'm looking kind of forward and seeing that we have the 6 of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. So finances look good. If you are going for a new job, I tell you right now, if you do what you need to do, you have a pretty good chance. If you are looking for a raise, promotion, if you are starting your own business, this looks really good for you right now. But with the 6 of Pentacles, and with the 6 of Pentacles, I look at this scale. The scale, again, is bringing that message that we talked about earlier in the other video of balance. There needs to be balance. Balance is essential for almost everything. So if you find yourself giving a little too much of yourself or of your money or finances, you may need to rebalance that out. Or I got the message that some of you Need to make sure you're balancing out your finances where you have money for your disposable income, but also for savings, so you have money in the bank for retirement, or for if you plan on leaving something for your family. That's a separate message, but hopefully that reached somebody. So, like I said, next we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is a long-awaited energy. It talks about something we've waited for, where it felt like it didn't come. It wasn't coming, but it was. It just required some patience and hard work from us. I kind of relate that to the sign of Saturn. Give me 1 second. So yes, I'm back. So the Knight of Pentacles talks about something long awaited, something you've been waiting for, but you may not have seen it coming. But when it shows up in a reading, it's letting you know it's going to be there eventually. Again, this could be having to deal with money, or something with material. It can even be talk about a home, because you purchase a home, or you're moving to a new place, a new apartment, whatever. It talks about something you've been kind of working for and waiting for, and now you're seeing it, and it's almost there. It's like close. Next, we have the Ace of Pentacles. That talks about newness all around. Like I said, if you're looking for a new job, or you're looking for a raise, promotion, or if you're starting school, it can also go with education. If you're starting a new program at school, this is a very good sign. What I'm noticing, that you, out of your 6 cards, 3 of them are Pentacles. Pentacles also talks about foundation. So you could be seeing yourself creating or restructuring your foundation to where it's firm and solid and protected, and you're finally seeing yourself advance to the level you've always wanted. The last card you have here is a Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups talks about basically a happy family. In this deck, we have 2 women outside of a house. It looks like they're sewing or crocheting or something like that. And there's clear blue skies and lush green grass, and there's a cat, and there's bees. Bees also talks about money, so money is looking pretty good. Okay, but if you have been dealing with issues with your family, this is a good sign that those things will be coming to light, and will be helping your family. Your foundation will get stronger within your family. Also got the message of, some of you are dealing with family issues, like basically like generational curses or something like that, and that issue has been coming up recently in your family. That 6 of Swords, like I said, it goes back to you clearing out that subconscious, clearing out that old feeling and emotion, and communicating that, and moving away from that, and finally mental healing. Once you do that, then you can get these gifts from the universe at 9 of Cups, at 6 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, excuse me, Ace of Pentacles, and 10 of Cups. This is a very rewarding full moon. I feel it, and even with kind of watching, because I wouldn't say I'm an astrologer. I study astrology. I can learn so much more, but when I listen to the experts and they talk about it, this is a very rewarding full moon. And I feel like if you do the work, you'll see the rewards from it. But you have to do that work. It goes back to that new moon we had in Aries squaring Saturn. You have to do that work and appreciate that the hard work, and appreciate the process getting to that goal, in order for you to really appreciate the goal once you're in it. So I definitely feel like that message really helps a lot of us. Next, what I want to do, since I didn't get out all the individual signs, I want to go ahead and pull 3 cards for each sign and do a quick mini reading for each sign. We'll just start with Aries and go down the line. So Spirit, what message do you have for Aries for this full moon? I'm at 10 minutes. Okay, that's good. What message do you have for Aries in this full moon? Okay, what message do you have for Aries in this full moon? And Libra, what message do you have for Aries with this full moon? Libra. Okay, nice. Okay, Aries, you got the Five of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Two of Cups. Right off the bat, I got the message that some of you are fighting a relationship. Some of you, because that's what Five of Wands is. Five of Wands is a conflict. It can be inner conflict or it can be conflict with others. Some of you, you may have a suitor trying to pursue you and they have the best intentions for you, but for whatever reason you're fighting it, whether it's because you're not ready for it, which is fine, as long as you're communicating that to them, or it could be because you don't have that confidence with yourself. Is that inner conflict? Some of you may be dealing with low self-esteem, or you feel like you're not good enough to be in a relationship. And with this new moon, and I think this is perfect because in Aries, this if you're Aries rising, this deals with your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. So you need to find that balance. In order for you to have a successful relationship, you have to have a successful relationship with yourself. Be sure to, like I said, goes back to that Six of Swords. Clear out that old subconscious thought that whether you heard people say that about you in the past or in your childhood or whatever, that you weren't good enough. Understand that you are good enough. Understand that you do have flaws and that you need to work on it. But if you are ready to move forward in a relationship, because the universe you have the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups. Universe is giving you that, and someone is presenting you with this cups, that offer of joy and love and commitment to you. Understand that you do deserve it. Some of you may have been out of relationship for years, and you've been wanting one. It's okay to move forward with that, because I do feel like this person does have the best intentions for you. Yep. You got the Hangman, which is stalling. This is a stalling energy. And then you also got the Ace of Pentacles. Again, you got 2 aces. This is something new. This person could also have money, which is good, because you're going to want that. Money is good in a relationship. So you're building a foundation on love, commitment, happiness, and joy with this Ace of Cups, and also of good finances, of a foundation, of also kind of, even though I don't see any swords, I also hear communication. So yes, Aries, work out that inner conflict, or stop fighting it. Move forward with it. And if you're not ready to move forward, like I said, make sure you communicate that to them, because with those cards alone, I feel like they've been trying to let you know that they want to move forward with you, but you've been kind of stalling for whatever reason. Next, I'll do Taurus. What message do you have for Taurus for this full moon? What message do you have for Taurus this full moon in Libra? What message do you have for Taurus full moon in Libra? Ooh, too many. What message do you have for Taurus full moon in Libra? What message do you have for Taurus full moon in Libra? Oh, too many. Actually, no. There we go. Taurus, you got 3 cards in your element. You got 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, and Ace of Pentacles. Money, money, and money. And foundation. And Taurus know they like money because they want to be able to buy nice things and food. So this this fits well with you. With this 7 of Pentacles, this talks about taking a step back and looking at what you've already achieved, giving yourself a pat on your back, but also looking at what you can improve and see how you can tweak some things in your work, either your work ethic, or if you're working on a particular project, see how you can improve it, which leads to this 8 of Pentacles, which talks about, I get the saying, what is it, burning the midnight oil, when you you work diligently on something so that it's perfect. I also see the Eight of Pentacles as a apprentice or internship card. So some of you may be either an apprenticeship or internship, or maybe looking to get into one, in which this case you have a good chance, because I feel like a lot of you have a good work ethic, and I've also, behind the scenes, I feel like a lot of you will be rewarded for it. Look, you got the Nine of Pentacles, and you guys also got the Two of Cups. So, like I said, Ace of Pentacles, new money. You're planting a seed for foundation. I also get that message again of make sure you're saving. Make sure as you, what is it? They say save 30% of every paycheck. I think that's it. But you can do all the research on that. But make sure you're saving so that you have money set aside for a rainy day. You got the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is it's like the Empress on a lower level, because if you look at the woman, she has these birds and butterflies, and she has all the money around her, and she just looks so happy in her own, in her own little garden of wealth. And you got the Two of Cups. So some of you could be working on the foundation for a new relationship, and some of you may have some suitors, and with this Nine of Pentacles, you may turn them down. You may just be in the mood to just enjoy your own singlehood, enjoy your life, and live your best life this summer. And with this full moon, that's okay. That's perfectly okay. That's what it's talking about balance. If you feel like right now the best option for you to restore balance in your life is to not get in a relationship, that's perfectly okay. So I like that, Taurus. That is beautiful. Next, we're going to do, was it Taurus? Gemini. Spirit, what message do you have for Geminis? Sun, Moon, Rising. For the full moon in Libra, what message do you have for Geminis? Oop, too many. I'm going to do that again. What message do you have for Geminis? For full moon in Libra. Wow, okay. I'm going to take these. Gemini, you have the Magician card, Major Arcana. It is associated with the sign of Aries, but it is associated with the sign of Virgo and Gemini because it has a lot of Mercury energy. You have the Page of Swords, your energy, air energy, and the Knight of Wands, fire. Off the bat, what I get is that, number one, some of you may have dealt with or may have somebody behind the scenes who is very manipulative, because the Magician has as every card has a good side and a bad and a shadow side to it. And I get the sense that some of you may be dealing with a manipulator. They could be kind of working the elements behind the scene and spreading gossip around you, about you, around your family or around the workplace or whatever. And right now, some of you may be feeling defeated with this Knight of Wands. But that my message goes back to, sorry, not my message. The message I got is that you need to regain your own power, because we're all magicians in our own right. We all have the power, whether we use it for good or for bad. You need to, because you, like I said, you guys you represent the Magician card along with Aries and Virgo. You need to use that power. I get the word the term alchemy. Use your given alchemist powers. I'm trying to get my thoughts together. Give me a moment. What I'm trying to say is, if you protect yourself, no one else can really penetrate you. You have the control over your life. People will try and hurt you with their words or with their actions or physically, but your actions speak louder than your words. Let me pull two more cards to get a better Yeah, I got the Seven of Swords, which talks about sneakiness behind the scenes, and I got the Queen of Pentacles, which, so you could be dealing with an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, who could be doing this behind the scenes, or it's requiring during this time, this full moon energy. Like I said, full moons, this person will be revealed, most definitely. But during this time, you could be asked to embody that earth energy, that strong foundation that a lot of earth signs they adopt the philosophy of keep working, ignore all the outside noise because it'll fall off, keep working, keep moving forward. And I feel like some of you, either you're dealing with an earth sign who's doing this behind the scenes, or you're being required to take on that earth sign energy and to move forward and let all that background noise fall off. Because at the end of the day, I do get the feeling that you will be the victor in this whole scenario. Nice. Like I said, though, full moon talks about everything being revealed, even the negative, low vibration people behind the scenes doing their dirty work. So if whoever you thought of at that moment is probably the person that it is, usually. Next, Cancer. What message do you have for Cancer for the full moon in Libra? Message do you have for Cancer, the full moon in Libra? Yeah, for Cancer, full moon in Libra. Let me take a look at these. Cancer, full moon. What message do you have for Cancer, full moon in Libra? Let me have a card for Cancer, full moon in Libra. One more card. Cancer, full moon in Libra. There. Oh, no, that's too many. One more card. Cancer, full moon in Libra. Okay, I just need one more card. Cancer. Message you have Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising with the full moon in Libra. I'll just take, there we go. Okay, you have the Ace of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Queen of Wands. Some of you could be going through heartbreak right now. If you're dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, with this Ace of Swords, they could have said some things that really hurt you and kind of cut you to the core. Whether it's the truth or not, you can determine that. I also got a message that could be just for limited people. The Ace of Swords talks about new ideas. So somebody could have took your idea, and now it could have been a friend, and now you kind of feeling stabbed in the back, I should say, and hurt about it. Also, too, if you do have a new idea, this is a message that you should kind of keep it to yourself and give it to the person who needs to know it. Don't just keep telling everybody, because somebody will try and take your good idea. But yeah, some of you could be dealing with heartbreak right now. You got the Ten of Wands. You got the Lovers. Yeah, this may, on a relationship aspect with this Lovers coming out, this may have been for the best. If you were in a relationship with the fire sign and it was too much to deal with this Ten of Wands, and that communication, that honest communication that came out, that kind of may have broken up this relationship, it was needed. With this full moon, it was needed. And maybe it may not even be it may be an on break kind of thing. Maybe you just all need to go in your separate corners and reevaluate what you need. Like I said, we got this full moon in Libra opposing Uranus, so that's kind of a shaky, freedom wanting ping pong energy. So I feel like this too shall pass, but it's needed. And keep your head up, because it's definitely going to benefit you in the end. Okay, Cancer? That wasn't bad. I mean, like I said, I feel like that was maybe like a transformative kind of energy. Okay, next, Leo. Sun, Moon, and Rising. What message do you have for Leo for the Libra full moon? Too many. What message do you have for Leo? Libra full moon. Ooh. I'm going to take those. One more. What do you have for Leo? One more. What message do you have for Leo? There we go. Two of Cups again. Okay, okay. Leo, you got the Three of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Two of Cups. Okay, typically when I see the Page of Swords, I think of gossip, because that's what it talks about. But in this sense, I think some of you may be dealing with a younger air sign. It could be somebody you work with this Three of Pentacles. You could be getting into a relationship with a younger air sign. I get the feeling it's something kind of new and just started. I don't know if you guys just started talking or whatever, but yeah, it could be revealed that you both kind of like each other. Next, you got the Ten of Cups and the Nine of Cups. Well, it'll definitely go well. You got the Ten of Cups, which is a good family and foundation. Your family may end up liking this person. And you got the Nine of Cups, so it means you'll definitely enjoy this relationship, or if you're enjoying it now. I mean, that's great. I mean, we're in full moon Libra. We're talking about love here. I mean, as long as there's that balance, like we keep talking about, you look like you got a pretty good vibe going on for you. That was sweet and simple. Okay, Leo. Next, we're going to do Virgo. And hopefully, I'm going to go back through and hopefully I can get all the timestamps for each one. And list them in the description box. Probably the comment section so you can click on it. What message do you have for Virgo for the Libra full moon? What message do you have? What message do you have for Virgo for the Libra full moon? What message do you have for Virgo for the Libra full moon? This video may cut off and I might have to do the other signs in a separate one, but we'll take it to the end. Okay, so Virgo, you guys got the Eight of Wands. Oh, sorry. No, you got the Eight of Wands, you got the Eight of Swords, and you have the Ace of Wands. So air energy and two fire energy cards. Right now, this Libra energy is definitely telling you to kind of get out of your head and your self-doubt and stop limiting yourself. Like I said in the previous video, if you're dealing with low vibration people, the best solution is to not go down to their level, because that's what happens when you go down to their level. You limit yourself and you self imprison yourself. I think that's a word. I think you can say that. Yes. And you dim your own light. With this Ace of Wands, fire energy, it talks about this energy, this passion for something, this get up and go kind of energy, especially with this Eight of Wands. Something is changing and something's going to move fast in your life. Do not limit yourself or bring yourself down to the low vibration people, because what they're trying to do, they're trying to dim your light and they're trying to cover your light. But what's meant for you is for you. Let's see. You have Seven of Pentacles and Nine of Cups. Okay, like Seven of Pentacles talks about looking at what you have, looking at what you've accomplished, seeing where you can tweak things, seeing where you, but also giving yourself a pat on the back. Nine of Cups, joy, wish fulfillment, peace, happiness. Like I said, do not limit yourself. Do not allow others to limit yourself, because with this Eight of Wands, it talks about fast energy. It talks about messages coming through that will benefit you with the surrounding cards. Don't let people cause you to limit yourself, because things are definitely looking up for you. With the Seven of Pentacles, it talks about looking at your own work or your own projects and seeing where you can tweak, but also get the feeling that somebody behind the scenes is looking at what you've accomplished and seeing how much you've changed in your work, in your work habits or work ethics, and appreciating that, which will lead to that Nine of Cups. I like that, Virgo. Nice. Okay, so I did all Aries through Virgo because this video is going to cut off. So I'm going to go ahead, cut this one off, and finish Libra through Pisces, the other 6. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't hear your sun, moon, or rising sign, be sure to look out